Hey everybody, KC here. Happy New Year. I hope you had a great holiday. I'm thrilled to be back. I hope that business for you was prosperous, that your time off, if you had any, was restful, and that you are all excited about beginning 2024 and to do great things. You know, one of the things we've talked a lot about over the years here on Morning Newsbeat is how important it is not to do the same thing over and over and over again. How important it is to consciously avoid the we've always done it that way syndrome, that it's critical to remain relevant and resonant in the marketplace. Because of that, I was really fascinated to read this profile in the New Yorker over the holidays of screenwriter Scott Frank, in which he and a fellow scriptwriter, Tony Gilroy, were talking about how in the movie business, they basically had, they each had surrogate son relationships with writer William Goldman. William Goldman, you'd know from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and so many other terrific movies. He's also the guy that coined the phrase "nobody knows anything" when talking about Hollywood. And with Sidney Pollack, a director who you'd know from films like The Way We Were, Out of Africa, 3 Days of the Condor, Tootsie. These are really accomplished guys. But as Frank and Gilroy became more accomplished, one of the things that they noticed about Goldman and Pollack is that they seemed incapable and uninterested in evolving. Here's a quote from the story. "Goldman hated to revise," Gilroy said, "and it's all too easy to let your prowess and your ego seduce you into believing that your first instinct is always right." And then there was this line. "After decades of success, Pollack had a way of working," Frank said, "and it stopped working." To Frank, the lesson was clear. You can't just double down on what you used to do. The only way to remain vital is to take chances. I read that and boy, did it resonate, especially because these folks are all accomplished storytellers, and we talk here all the time about how important it is for a brand or a store or a career to have a clear narrative. You know, we probably talk about that just about as much as we talk about the idea of avoiding "we've always done it that way" syndrome. So as we start 2024, these are the things I think on which we all need to focus. Making a commitment to relevance, making a commitment to resonance, and never allowing prowess and ego to seduce us into believing that our first instincts are always right. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this first workday of 2024. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.